Welcome to the Sideboard here at the StarCityGames.com Standard Open in Richmond, brought to you by Ultimate Guard. I'm Nick Miller here for a player spotlight with Jadine Klomparens. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Nick?
It's good to have you here in the Sideboard. You're on a bit of a hot streak after your second place finish in the Invitational. People know you from some top 8s, GP top 8, and with this big finish at the Invitational, you're going to be chasing the Players Championship here in Season 3, and we're glad to have you.
Yeah, good to be here. I'm excited.
Now, you've been playing for a while, but you had taken a little break here this year, and you kind of came back. What kind of spurred that? And then, of course, pretty nice time to come back with the Invitational top 8.
Yeah, I guess I quit for like 3 months. Part of it was like summer, and part of it was just kind of burned out. I had been producing articles for like a year, stepped down from that, decided Magic full-time wasn't what I wanted, so I took 3 months off, came back, played Syracuse, played the Invitational, and I guess I'm playing Magic some more now.
Back full-time?
Kind of. I mean, I'm still doing other things, and I'm not seeking to like make my living playing Magic anymore, but I'll be at a lot of tournaments.
What else do you got going on outside of Magic?
I have a part-time job tutoring math for K-12 students in one of those chain math places. And I also am seeking employment, actuarial employment, working on those exams.
Yeah, we see a lot of Magic players tend to go to the math side of things. What kind of pulls you toward that?
I've just always been really good at math and just kind of, I tried chemistry in college, and then I tried computer science, and then all of a sudden I needed a degree, so I have all these math credits. I guess here we go, but I like math. Math's pretty great. What
was the thing that kind of kicked you back into coming to Syracuse, then the Invitational, and what was the testing process going into the Invitational?
First off, the Invitational is basically what brought me back. I knew I would be playing the Invitational. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really quitting. I'm just taking a break for a while.
Sure.
Not going to pay attention to Eldritch Moon spoilers. People have to tell me later what happened, but I will be back. And then I ended up playing Syracuse because it was the week before. I didn't do like a ton of testing. I just kind of like played games. I decided I no longer want to pick decks. It's my least favorite part of Magic. I like playing games, and that stress is gone. So delegated that decision, was told to play Jund & Company, and that worked out. So good so far.
Is the picking the deck just too much, stress, or would you rather just, know that someone has the other idea of what to play, and then you just kind of focus on playing the deck?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, probably most people, like playing Magic because they like metagaming and brewing decks and thinking about things like that. That's not why I like Magic. I like playing games, sitting down, and just coming up with the best lines and trying to figure it out. So the picking decks things was always kind of like a necessary evil for me, and now I'm just like, all right, I'm done with that. I'm just gonna play whatever somebody tells me to play, and if they prove to be really bad at it, I guess I'll have to take matters into my own hand, but they got me an Invitationals top 8, so not too bad yet.
Right, you kind of take the stress out of picking the deck and focusing on the lines, and the 2 decks you did play, Bank Company and Jund, are 2 decks that are pretty complicated and have a lot of, decision trees.
Yeah.
You definitely look to be pretty good at that field.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of, you were told to play Jund, but I know you've probably played some in the past,
right.
And the deck looked really good last weekend, or 2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago. It was really good. My modern record was actually pretty bad. In the Swiss portion of the Invitational, I went 5-3, but 4 of those wins were Jund mirrors, so I guess I should have played Tron or anything that beats up on Jund, and my record would have been basically the same.
Yeah. Talk about the top 8 in New Jersey. You had a couple of tough matchups, including a big match against Brad Nelson in the semifinals. I know you wanted some revenge against him, so talk about that match.
I did. He beat me in Cincinnati for Grand Prix Cincinnati in 2014 for a top 8 at the Grand Prix. So that sucked. And then he beat me at the Pro Tour at X4. There was 2 rounds left, and if I won one, I get my re-invite, and he beat me there too, knocked that out. And then he beat me in some match that didn't matter in an Open in Philly, but I was 0-3 in the hole. But we got one back in that summit, so that felt really good.
It had to feel pretty good, especially coming after game 1 where he just wins on the second turn through a discard spell.
Yeah, it wasn't through a discard spell, it was because of the discard spell. I wasn't supposed to cast the Inquisition, apparently. What can you do?
Yeah, but you got the sweet, sweet revenge there.
Yeah.
You set up a finals, finals didn't go as well as you would like, obviously. but it did kind of put you in the position where you are now. You got 40 points. You're in great position for season 3. You're going to be at all the events?
I'm going to be at all of them.
All right, so what's the goal this season?
Players Championship. That's why we're doing it. Make some money along the way, but really just want to see if we can turn 40 points into a Players Championship berth.
All right, well, you have one of the best starts possible.
Yeah.
So we're glad to have you. Thanks for joining me here in the sideboard.
Thank you.
Stay tuned to StarCityGames.com all week long for the action here in Richmond.